Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a united way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, a Milwaukee Black media company.
Yes. Welcome back to the Truth Radio 101.7. You are in the Grapevine with Manan Sabir, and I know y'all had a really, really fantastic time with our people from the nonviolence area. Man, I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm excited for today's show. I'm really excited. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Ray Nitty. Y'all came on here with our people and you laid it out. And I'm so excited for Milwaukee because the young people are starting to move on up to the east side. Yo, listen. Today is Soapbox Friday. And I want everybody on their soapbox. So before I begin, make sure you call in, hit us on the chat 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. Hit us on the Grapevine, on the chat. You tune in to if you're not calling in, make sure that you go to YouTube and put in what's on your mind. What is on your heart? This is Soapbox Friday. Get on your soapbox and let us know what is of your concern. Or you want to say something funny. If you want to say something funny, man, say it. Let's do it. I want you to say it with your chest. So we're live from Milwaukee. This is the Grapevine. Today we're going to talk healing, truth, music, emotional wellness, and the future of our communities. And we have to start with something serious, though. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about autism awareness, autism research, and the like. But there's a growing national concern around a proposed autism data collection tied to RFK Jr. and federal health agencies, with disability advocates and privacy organizations raising the alarms about private medical data, surveillance concerns, and consent and ethical boundaries. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. I want to address this before we even get into some of the things that we want to talk about. But this is my soapbox. As a dad with a child that has autism, let's just put it out there. As a dad of a child that has autism, that is neurodivergent, that has a superpower, I'm already vulnerable. I'm just talking about me. I'm talking about I'm an already vulnerable person when it comes to my child. Let alone I know for a fact that I run into 1 to 2 other parents per week that are stressed out and are already vulnerable in relationship to the concerns and the well-being and the welfare of their children that are neurodivergent, autistic, on the spectrum. You name it, you can call it what you will. My concern goes, this is high level. This is some high level stuff. Imagine this. Watch this. Imagine walking into your doctor's office. This is how invasive this is. Imagine walking into your doctor's office and you are sitting down with your child, and someone from wherever is able to go into, let's say they're keeping paper files, or it's on the computer. They're able to walk off the street, in anybody, a nobody, walk off the street, come from wherever, and dig into the files of your child, of the medical files of your child, and then take the data and use the data for whatever. So, for example, they want to use all of this data from all the families that have children who are autistic, and their aim is to find a cure. I mean, it seems so simple to them, but it's not simple to us. The invasion of privacy has gone bonkers. I wanted to say something crazy, but it's gone bonkers. Like it's, you know what this is? This is This is government overreach. The government overreach is the practice of the government ultimately giving you and having a specific concern. You take it to the government. They give you a blueprint, to handle that specific concern. But then the government says, all right, you know what? We're actually going to go past all of that. We're going to go over you and grab it out of your hands, and then we're going to take it. Like, we're going to police this information. We're going to police it. I mean, that is out of control. I'm going to get some I've been drinking coffee a little bit. So hold on, give me 1 second so I can rev up. This is such a they are holding a lot of us, and they want maybe it's great intentions by RFK. I don't know. Maybe. But I do not, as a father, I'm already skeptical of the doctor keeping records of my child and all the things that are going on with her. Let alone I'm going to allow the government to conduct studies from the data that you excise from my child's records. Absolutely not. I want to hear from everybody. If you're a parent of an autistic child, autistic teen, autistic, even adult. If you're the parent of said child, call 833-212-1017. This is of national concern because it can set a precedent. If they do this once, they can do it 1,000 times in any category. So why not choose the area that is of most importance, but may not ring a bell for everybody? Like they already know, the government knows that we as parents of autistic children are, one, vulnerable, but two, tired. I mean, we're tired. There's a lot of us are tired. I'm going to say this. There are some children. I know a family in Florida, good friend of mine, whose son is 4 years old right now, and he does not sleep throughout the night. He only sleeps probably a good 6 hours, and that's 6 hours, like not consecutively, but intermittently. Hit me back. I want people to. This is my soapbox. I'm like, I'm upset, and I'm trying not to be so upset, but I'm really upset about this. And they could pass it. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. This is The Truth Radio. You're on the Grapevine with Manon Sabir. We're going to pay some bills. Let's go, Zach.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says. Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Welcome back to the Grapevine. Hit us up on the chat. Tap into the chat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring this up because this is Soapbox Friday. Remember, every 100 subscribers by Monday, we get 100 subscribers between now and Monday. I will do 100 push-ups live. I will do 100 push-ups live on air in between the breaks. So you'll be able to have to hit us up either on The Truth on IG or The Truth on Facebook. But you're definitely going to catch the fact that I'm doing push-ups live, 100 push-ups live on air. So let's get busy. I back to my concern. I'm pretty heated about where do we draw the line between public health research and personal privacy. Look at it. The ACLU actually brought something up, which is really interesting. The ACLU and disability advocates, they publicly raised concerns about the proposed autism registry efforts and the possible surveillance risk. This is actually absolutely funny, but it's not. It's not like actually funny. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because they feel like the government feels like we don't have our own best interest in heart and on the front of our mind. So what we're going to do is they think that we're going to hand it off to them. That's what they feel. They feel like we don't have the knowledge or the know-how to understand this real concern of ours. Multiple autism advocacy groups warned about the stigmatization and the misuse of sensitive medical data. It's is huge. This is not something that we should be taking lightly. We should not be taking this lightly. Our children that are on the spectrum are highly functional. They are some of the most brilliant children in the world, and for the government to give us give themselves a platform in our lives while we're taking care of our children, and then violate like completely and use it as a way to sample government overreach in private medical data is a problem. It's a problem. I need to have somebody on like really talk about this, as I'm not as knowledgeable about this, about what actually is going on from the government side, but I really want to know from the government, the national government perspective, why, like how did this come about? I mean, outside of RFK Jr., we know that's all I had to say about RFK Jr. But we know what's going on and with him, and we need to understand how this is really going to affect our kids and the families. So I'm gonna switch the topic just a little bit. Our children who are autistic, they are very unique individuals. There was a lady who did a YouTube series on of documentaries, 45 minutes a piece, about 10 episodes, and they were called the Autism Tapes, I think. And she, let me look this up. She came out with these episodes to address the superpower. I keep calling it superpower, but the superpower of our children that are autistic, on the spectrum, neurodivergent. And what she came out of this study was that when our children are, and excuse me, I'm move around a little bit because this is real. When our children are, when they possess a superpower like autism or whatever you want to call it, on the spectrum, neurodivergency, when they possess those types of superpowers, man, one thing I do know is that our children are they're processing a lot. And I know that my daughter in particular, like many other children, have a superpower called, and what I like to call it, ESP, and or something of the effect of telepathy. And I didn't know how important mind reading telepathy was until I encountered my daughter utilizing that for her own benefit. So one day I'll come walking in the house and I ask her, and she's young, I ask her like, hey, Sahar, where is I'm looking for such and such, whatever it is. I can say keys. And mind you, I ask her this, and she says, Dad, I don't know where I don't have the keys. So, and these particular set of keys I didn't need for a long period of time. And so I kind of dropped it for a while. I picked it back up, and I picked up the topic. And so I said, hey, Sahar, I'm still looking for those keys. She said, Dad, I don't have the keys. Mind you, not only can I not find the keys, they are used for something really, really important. And so I dropped it again. I held on to this topic for about a couple of weeks. I hit her back and I say, hey, Sahar, I really need those keys. Dad, I do not have the keys. I press her and I ask her, I need to find the keys because I have to get over here. And it was kind of blocking the fact that she needed to get where she needed to go. So she crawls underneath she gets on the floor, reaches her hand underneath the couch and grabs the keys. Now, mind you, from the moment that I asked her where the keys were to the time that she reached her hand underneath the couch to grab the keys was a series of weeks. So like with most kids, they're not going to remember where they put certain said keys. But this little girl not only remembered where she put the keys, but also where she put other items in her room that were missing for a number of months. What I learned from the telepathy tapes is that a lot of our children who are neurodivergent, on the spectrum, autistic, they can communicate with other children who are of the same ilk. They can communicate with those children on a very, very different and high level wavelength. What we do know is that some of our kids and or adults, mainly as kids, they can read the mind of the person that they're closest with. So one thing I did learn in the telepathy tapes is that they have our children who are of the same mind, that are telepathic. They have a community. It sounds wild, but these children have a community where they communicate to each other from different parts of the world. And it sounds so wild until you are a part of either the community and or on a lower level, or have a child that can tap into that space when they want to. Hey, this is the Truth Radio. You're on the Grapevine with Manon Sabir, and we're on our soapbox. This is Soapbox Friday. Say what you want to say, not everything, but enough, and we're going to pay these bills. Hit us back.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs, and if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee is making real progress. 3 straight years of declining traffic deaths, but we're not stopping there. Join the City of Milwaukee's free Vision Zero Summit with AAA and AARP on June 10th. The summit will bring together community members, transportation advocates, and city leaders to advance the goal of zero traffic deaths in Milwaukee. Be part of the movement for safer streets and a safer future. Join us and learn more at milwaukee.gov/Vision Zero.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Welcome back to the Grapevine, Manon Sabiri. Hey, look, that's a dope beat though. Hey Zach, that's a cold beat. For real. That's cold. Listen, I'm on my soapbox. I don't care what people are doing, man. I'm just on my soapbox. This is Soapbox Friday. Welcome back. I'm concerned. I'm super concerned. I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm gonna have some fun today. This morning, I was trying to take a bath. Sorry, I was getting some coffee. Trying to take a bath, and my daughter I tell her, I get her dressed. Boom, boom, bang, gets dressed. Boop, boop, boop. She gets dressed. I tell her, hey, go play in your toy room. Toy room's on the other side of the house. Hey, Sahar, please play in your toy room. She's messing with me, messing around with the house. And I tell her again, go to your toy room, play, do what you got to do. You can go outside to the car, whatever you want to do. No go. So I jump in the bath. And she is trying to pry the door open. And I'm like, why are you trying to pry the door open? Just sit down, go do something, whatever you want to do. Something, you know how you're frustrated as a parent and you're like, dude, just give me like 5 minutes. She tells me, no. I say, okay, can you give me 3 minutes? Okay, Dad, I'll give you 3 minutes. So she's like playing with the door. Now the door doesn't close all the way. So she's playing with the door back and forth, back and forth. Say, Sahar, please just push the door closed. She pushes the door closed. And I'm just laid back, taking my bath. And then all of a sudden, she comes running in, and she usually, when she takes a bath, this is a side note. On the side note, when she takes her bath, she has all these toys lined up on the side of the bath ledge, and like they're like 7, 8, maybe 9 toys, and they're all laid up. And if you know anything about children who have autism, they like to line their toys up. So she's lining her toys up. So I step over the toys, get in the bath, the whole nine, right? These toys are looking at me in my face. And as they're looking at me in my face, I'm laid back. I'm like, all right, they don't mess with me. I don't mess with them. They not going to fall in the water. Cool. The moment I finish that thought, she runs into the bathroom and starts pushing the toys one by one, and then she takes a gang load of other toys and she just dumps them on my head. Now, she dumps all of these toys on my head, laughs, and leaves out. I mean, this is absolutely wild. So, but it's not a frustration that is this level of love is not frustrating. The level of frustration that I have within the autism community does not have to do with anything from the children and or the parents, but has a lot to do with autism, even autism awareness. Most parents that have children who are autistic don't want to know and see people that have autism awareness. We know, we're already aware of autism. What we want is autism action. What are we going to do? What are you going to do to act upon autism? And how that makes a difference is, for example, if you have a child that has autism, you are already in probably multiple therapies. We need people who can make an app for the parents, make a app, make a calendar app, make an AI agent that will help us, mitigate a lot of the risks. Mitigate the risk of taking our children to an unknown, which could be a very well reputable therapeutic agency, but maybe out of our way, and there may be one that's kind of closer in the area. Maybe we can have parents or organizations have Autism Sunday movement, where a lot of our children, I know a lot of the children who have special needs don't like standing in line. They cannot stand in line. The majority of our children, if they stand in line, man, they are going to cut up. I know for a fact I had plenty of small brawls with my daughter who would cut up in line because she didn't want to stay in line, or it was too hot or whatever. 7-833-212-1017, or come on and chat with me for this Soapbox Friday. I want to know, I'm holding this cup like Soapbox Friday. So I want to transition into ism, and we all get exhausted as parents, but is America emotionally exhausted? Are we like emotionally exhausted? Like, we have all of this stuff going on, like the rising concern, or even the rising concern around youth mental health access in Milwaukee schools. Are we really emotionally exhausted? There's so many children that are tired. They're tired of having to stress over. They're tired of having to stress over family life and street life, and whether or not they have enough gas to get to their gig. 16-year-old working however many hours, and they don't have enough money to put in their gas tank because gas is at $3.49 and their check is $160. Are we emotionally exhausted? Talk to me, Milwaukee. Talk to me. This is important. Are we financially tired? Are we financially tired? Look at the fact that if when mid-July runs its course, what are we going to do? I forget, the IEAE has the IEAE is a organization that it keeps the data of gas and oil, basically. Right? So, for example, if we have a number of if the gas is running out by July 9th, this organization basically tells whether or not, this organization, IEAE, basically tells whether or not it helps regulate the amount of gas that goes out, basically. We are at almost a breaking point in terms of gas and also oil. So that's two different mechanisms. We are at a breaking point for both of them. We're running down our reserves. We're at the bottom, near the bottom of the barrel. And this is of high level concern. Not only is it of high level concern, we're seeing the fact that these prices are dropping, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to skyrocket back up, especially as the gas and oil become premium. These organizations have said it. Chevron and whoever else, Oxy, the presidents and the CEOs of these organizations are sounding the alarm. We are in June, so we have approximately a month to see the rest of these prices skyrocket. We're in trouble. We are in big trouble. What are we going to do, Milwaukee? What are we going to do? Milwaukee already isn't a bikeable city. It kind of is, but it isn't. The transportation is lackluster. I'm using a lot of because I don't want to step on so many people's toes, but it's true. It's real life. Milwaukee doesn't have the best transportation system. So everybody, even Sherwin said it, everybody needs a car. Everybody needs a car. And not everybody is going to be able to move around in Milwaukee. This is The Truth Radio. You're on the Grapevine with Manon Sabir, 101.7. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna take this to the next level. Hit us back. Let's pay these bills.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative,
and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Zach, you jamming. I'm about to freestyle on my soapbox. About to freestyle. Nah, I ain't gonna freestyle today. Y'all ain't gonna catch me out here bad. Welcome back to the Grapevine with Manon Sabir. That's me. This is Soapbox Fridays. We have a fantastic show coming up. There's a lineup of our interviews. I'm telling you, it's nice. We got Desire, one of the city's fastest growing artists, and KB, super producer. Y'all don't want to miss these interviews. We're about to grill them. They about to grill me. Let's start. Let's go back. Take it back to the barbecue. This is Soapbox Friday, and I'm here. I'm here. I've brought up the fact that our government is overreaching in medical data, and especially autistic people, medical research, medical data, in order to research whether or not, in order to find a cure, basically, this is what it is, in order to find a cure for autism. Man, this is RFK, call in. Somebody reach out to RFK. This is highly, highly important. And then I asked a question in response to our parents who are vulnerable, who are burnt out, who are stressed, and also the kids in Milwaukee in particular. Is hustle culture burning people out? Are we gigged to death? Are we gigging ourselves to maybe not to death, but to life? This is real. Imagine this, getting on a train, a subway, right? Or a bus, and if everybody sees this, if you go even to the airport, what are people looking at? People are looking at their phones. People are looking at their phones. I always keep this example in my mind of how not to look at my phone regularly in public while I'm, moving around, traveling and stuff like that. Is I remember Brother William Muhammad. He said in one of his seminars that every time you look at your phone, you look like you praying. But who are you praying to? He said you're not praying to the creator, but you actually praying to the thing that is coming through the phone. And we're all guilty of it. We sit, we lay on our back, or on our side in our house, and we look at the phone. And it's a constant scroll. Information coming in, input, but also information overload. This is huge. And what are we going to do about it? There was a gentleman, I forgot his name. He's a researcher, professor, but he said there's a correlation between the rate of suicide and the rise of social media. So when social media started, those children or those individuals that jumped on social media 20, however many had been now 25 years ago, those individuals, that there was a correlation between them, the rise of social media and suicide. This is, absolutely preposterous, because our children are being lost. And I asked, what are we going to do about it? People are craving connection, love, community. They're not craving information overload. Absolutely not. But we're inundated with all of this mess. Men, I ask all the men, we have to take it into account. We have to be accountable for our own actions, but we also have to be responsible for the people around us. Men, take into account the things that are going on in your life. Straight up. But how do we fix it? Where are the fixes? Are there any solutions? I'm gonna ask anyone who wants to chime in. I have a background in health, wellness, you know, a little bit of science, cold plunge therapy. Has anyone out there done cold plunge therapy? Like, Zach, have you done cold plunge therapy?
Hell no.
But I don't see a lot of people doing cold plunge therapy.
Hell no.
I don't see a lot of people doing cold plunge therapy in Wisconsin. But there is a movement, though. There's a movement of individuals that have done cold plunge therapy. We can do the polar bear plunge at the lake, but then also there are some individuals that have done not only cold plunge therapy, but then on the back end they'll wind up doing sauna therapy, hot therapy, and we call it contrast therapy. And the contrast therapy, whenever you are, especially if you're an athlete, what happens is the contrast therapy helps loosen up the inflammation in your body. So that's contrast therapy. And I know I learned it from my dad, who always said, if you, after fighting for however many hours in the gym, you're going to need this cold plunge therapy plus the sauna therapy in order to relieve the inflammation that is being built up in your body. Recovery isn't just recovery culture. Isn't just what it kind of seems, right? It's becoming it as important as workouts in modern fitness spaces. For example, breath work. Now, how many of us go through life and actually take deep, long breaths? How many of us can hold our breath for, let's say, 45 seconds? How many of us can hold our breath for a minute, 2 minutes? How many of us can hold our breath? I seen I was watching this reality show, and this guy he was saying it was the new Fear Factor. It was a new Fear Factor on Disney, and one guy had to hold his breath. He had to and go underwater and do whatever he had to do to win this challenge. The man could hold his breath for 4 minutes. Actually, 4 minutes. Like, how many people can say that? If you can hold your breath for 4 minutes, from what I know scientifically, holding your breath for 4 minutes is like it's like getting high. People have said this. It's like getting high off of the greatest amount of green you can imagine. It has the same level of effect. Also, the runner's high has the same effect. So you holding your breath for 4 minutes has the same effect as if you were, putting something in your body, putting the green in your body. But that also, the runner's high also has the same effect if you are running, 3 miles, 4 miles, at a nice clip. Somebody reminded me, don't try this at home. Please don't try it at home. Take your time. Breathe nice, slow, deep, and easy while you are doing your thing. Deep, slow breaths. I'm not going to tell you the activities you should be having deep, slow breaths, but, have deep, slow breaths during those activities. Even while you're running. Have deep, slow breaths even while you're running. Hey, this is The Truth, Radio 101.7. You're in the American Family Insurance Studios on 101.7. This is the Grapevine, Manon Sabir. We're going to pay these bills. Zach, take us out.
Summerfest brings the biggest names in live music to Milwaukee's lakefront across 3 unforgettable weekends, including performances from Ella Mai, Post Malone, Don Toliver, plus The Roots, Gene Dawson, Rev Run, Flo Rida, and more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on. Junior achievement is where dreams take flight,
we are helping students connect what they learn in school to future work and career success. We are teaching them how to manage money to achieve financial security as adults. And we are showing them that starting a business also means changing lives and communities. However, we can't do it alone. Find out how you can help.
You're listening to Milwaukee Black Talk on 101.7 FM.
The Truth.
And 1510 AM. W269DL. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee Black media company.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Welcome back to the Grapevine. Joining me now, I think we don't even need, I'm not going to introduce him. We're going to delineate from my normal introduction.
How we going to do it?
But on this mic, who we got?
Man. Got KB the Playmaker in the building. I'm happy to be here. I got my guy DJ Faith with me. Yes, sir.
Y'all hear me? All right.
Yeah, now we got you.
Yep. How y'all doing? DJ Faith here. MKE DJ Faith.
DJ Faith the Humble. You got
to say that.
KB.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great these days.
Yeah.
Doing great these days.
Who are you?
Who am I? Just a guy from Milwaukee, man, that had a dream. Figured out a way to make it come true. You know, jumped all the hurdles, the obstacles, and I'm here now. I've been in the music industry 30 years.
Speaking to the mic.
I've been in the music industry 30 years.
Yeah.
I done helped break quite a few national artists.
Yeah.
Came back home to help the artists here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your journey is one for the record books. And I know that I've been hearing about you. You know, I'm not in the music industry, but I do know that you have quite a resume.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not here for the resume,
okay.
And I don't think you are either. I think people need to know who you are, and I think the coat that you wear, the life coat that you wear on your back, it transcends music.
Yeah,
am I right?
Definitely. Because me as the person, when I go to work in the industry, that's like me putting on a uniform and having to be somebody else.
Right.
So I'm here to deliver the real me to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
What school did you go to? What grade school?
Man, I went to Seaford.
You went to Seaford?
I went to Seaford, man. The Seaford was the school to go to, man. Yeah.
Faith was like, yeah.
Seaford. You didn't go to Seaford?
No,
I didn't go to Seaford. No, I went to Hartford Avenue.
Hartford. Where that's at?
Yeah, we never heard of Hartford.
Yeah,
where's Hartford?
Where's Hartford at?
About that.
Hartford is on the east side next to UWM.
Man, back when we was growing up, we couldn't really go that far east.
That's a problem.
Man, that's
Wait,
a problem.
but you older? You older than me? How old are you? Oh man, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk ages, but
yeah,
we gonna do sign language.
I'm in my late 40s.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you definitely weren't over there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the east side, man, you came up
Yeah, but they still had skinheads over there.
Oh, did
Remember back in the day, skinheads was like it was kind of popping on the east side. They tried to the skinheads tried to ran a big old article in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Milwaukee Journal at the time, about the rise, the culture of skinheads on the east side.
Oh.
And we had to I remember my father didn't even care. He was like, man, y'all still going to school.
I bet they had it rough at Riverside then, huh?
Yeah, so my brother went to Riverside. I wound up going over to Mesmer. But yeah, but you went to Seaford.
I went to Seaford, then I went to Bell for junior high school, and then I landed at North Division.
You went to North?
I went to North. Blue Devils.
Ooh. Ooh, how was that?
Man, that was rough. I mean, I went to some rough schools.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we was bussed out to Bell.
Yeah.
And then I grew up, I'm actually from the Highland Park Projects, 1901 West McKinley. And then
shout out to the Highland Park.
Man, shout out to my people over there, man.
Yeah.
And then we moved in like 84, 83, 84, we moved over on 20th and Wright, neighborhood known as Ghost Town.
Yep.
And that's where I learned all my lessons at. So I went to North Division. We walked to school every day.
Yeah.
It was an experience every day, just say the least. You know?
Were you always into music?
I was. You know, I wanted to I've always had a love for music, but my goal was to really, I couldn't rap, couldn't sing really, but I wanted to find my place in it.
Yeah.
You know, so I started doing artist management, and then I moved on to marketing and promotions. Fresh out of high school, I jumped on a plane and went to California, and that's where it all began. I had family out there.
Yeah.
But I knew.
What part of Cali?
I actually, when I first got there, I stayed on Imperial and Western.
In L.A.?
In L.A., right in the middle of L.A.
Yeah.
Gang territory.
Is that West L.A.?
No, that's L.A.
Okay, all right. Yep.
Right in the middle. Off the 110.
Okay.
And it was gang infested. You know, my little cousins then was having issues.
Crips, Bloods,
Crips.
all that.
Yeah, it was every time they walked to school, because they had transplanted there from Louisiana.
Yeah. So they ain't know nothing about nothing.
No, but I had other relatives out there though.
Yeah.
But the travel time to get to my people then was like 45 minutes to go 10 miles.
Oh, that's crazy.
So we kind of, once we got over there, we was kind of stuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, we was kind of stuck until the traffic died down, so it was real heavy. But my brother, he was out there, and he was in the music. He worked for Death Row, and he worked for Warner Brothers.
Your brother, what's your brother's name?
Lee Ford. Shout out to Lee Ford.
Shout out to Lee.
Yeah, Big Lee, man. Everybody know him. He got me right in.
Yeah.
And it started from there.
What did you so when you got into the music thing out there, what did you start out as? Because you were a newbie, you were fresh.
I really didn't know where I fit in at. You know, he was doing artist management. He had a label.
Yeah.
When he plugged me in with Stan Shepard. Stan Shepard had been in the music industry maybe 25 years at that point. He was managing DJ Quick, Second to None, Sugar Free, Cocaine, the greats on the West.
Yeah.
So when I jumped in right there. Marketing. I was marketing for them.
Right.
You know, so I was lucky enough to really have some people that was already in for me to kind of skip the struggle of trying to find where I fit in.
Right.
So I started marketing. I fell in love with it, and I never stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I was lucky.
What did marketing entail, especially out in L.A.? Because I can only imagine how many barriers you had to jump through in order to do marketing out in L.A., especially as a brother from Milwaukee, of all places.
It was different. You know, I went out there. I got sent home like 2 or 3 times.
Was sent home by who?
My brother.
Your brother was sent
I got sent home.
On the Greyhound?
Man, listen.
Whatever was clever?
Hey, man, listen. them cats so deep into the gang culture.
Yeah.
Like, we'll pull up at the gas station, everybody will get out the car. You know, that was something new for me. You know, being on my cell phone all the time. That was like, we do that here.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is cuz to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was from the red side, so I was using the language that was forbidden on that side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unconsciously doing it.
Right.
So it was a lot of things that I had to work on myself, and getting familiar with where I was, because he always used to tell me, I'm not gonna be the one that had to call and tell you, Mama, you ain't make it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it was just that serious out there. But once I finally got it right, I understood the culture, understood how to move. It was on from there.
What was the craziest scene you had to encounter when you first started? Because you said all y'all had to jump out the car.
Yeah. Well, I never had a crazy scene, but because I understood how to move, and plus my brother was somebody out there.
Right.
Now, the cats that came from Milwaukee, that came out there and didn't believe that Fat Meat was greasy, it's a different story. Like, I mean, you're talking about getting chased from the swap meet because you got on a white pair of shoes with a little blue stripe in it. It's that serious. You know, You got the Milwaukee Brewers logo on. You know, it's MOB to them. Mm-hmm. But for us, you know, it's just the Brewers.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a lot of things that cats was coming from home that I would tell them, and they just wouldn't believe it.
Mm. So when you
you ain't believe it, Faye?
When we was out there, he was like, man, you can't wear all that blue. I'm like, man, what you mean?
You go out there looking like a Brewers player. You about to
They don't believe the culture is real out there, man, and it's still real.
It is.
Yeah, it's still real. The temperature is real high for that.
So you go through this marketing phase. How long were you marketing?
I'm still marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still marketing. I'm still doing things, but now, you know, when I started doing street team work. So we was just hand to hand, ground,
right?
You know, direct to consumer type of thing.
Yeah.
And as time went on, the internet came in.
Right.
You know, I still believe that the people on the ground mattered when everybody ran to the internet.
Right.
So I never left. So I'm still doing the same marketing that I was doing back then.
Right.
But I learned to incorporate the internet into it.
And in that intersection, how did it change? How did it change in that intersection? Because you say you incorporated the internet. Now, you know, there's a leap. There's a quantum leap.
Well, it wasn't for me because for me, I always believed that the people on the ground was more important.
Right.
You know, I was such a forward thinker that I saw that the internet, it was a tool to be used, but not solely to be dependent.
Right.
You know, because when you really look at it, who controlled the internet? The people on the ground.
That's right.
You know, so
you ain't
if
got no people, you don't got no internet.
That's what I'm saying. So if you service the foundation, it's gonna make its way, because the internet really, it only promotes and help brand the things that the streets validate.
Right.
The streets got to validate it.
That's right.
You know, so I became more. I understood that the internet, they had to see you before they hear you.
Right.
So I had to change my train of thought from just being a regular marketer to being able to give visible things to people to where they'll run and share it on the internet.
And we're gonna get back. We're gonna get into this vision. We're gonna get into this vision when we come back. We're gonna pay these bills. You're on the Grapevine with Faith. KB in the building. Let's pay these bills, Zach.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom? She started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You're back in the building. Truth Radio 101.7. Real quick, make sure you call in 833-212-1017. We got KB in the building. If you don't know KB the playmaker, and Faith, my guy. So tell me about the tours. You've been on a lot of tours.
Yeah, we've been on. I myself personally been on a lot. We were running a label called Blackout Entertainment a few years ago. Where Faith really came aboard, and we did about 3 tours together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most recent experiences that we have being on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's tour life, man. Is everything they say it is. Whatever you can think about. I mean, what's the question? I mean,
tell me the hot topics of the tour life. I haven't been on tour at all. I've never been on tour. I'm pretty concerned if I would ever go on tour, and I probably, at this age, you know how you go through the certain stages in your life. The midlife crisis. That might be my midlife crisis. Well, but tell me what goes on tour.
Man, in the early days. Well, I mean, it never really changed. I mean, the early days.
Tell me about a DJ Quick tour.
DJ Quick tour. It wasn't that exciting because you're always on point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The climate was high.
Mm.
That was the 90s.
Yeah.
You couldn't relax.
Why not?
The climate, the gang culture. In every state you go to. You remember that song, Just Like Compton?
Yeah.
That was for real.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody wanted to be one color or the next color.
on tour.
Yeah.
Especially going through Cali.
Well, we talking about the people that's coming to the shows.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You walking the people coming up to you that you don't know in different locations. You know, that's a strange kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what to expect at any given time. You don't know what they represent. You don't know, you know, are they really a fan?
It was a lot of hairy situations out there.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna call them scary situations.
Yeah.
It was
hairy palm people with scary backgrounds.
Right. And most of them came smiling. You know, so I didn't really get a chance to relax until we did the tours in 2016, 17, 18, 19. Those tours was more relaxed because we was representing the Midwest.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we more laid back than the West Coast, the East Coast, or down south. So, you know, the way we moved just kind of told it all.
Wow.
So that tour was pretty different. I mean, we had fun, wouldn't you say, Faye?
Yeah, we definitely had some good fun.
What happened? What happened? Tell me something on one of these tours that you got on tour.
Yeah.
You wake up.
Yeah. You wake up. You got like 5 hungry artists.
It's been some rough stories, man. Hey, the checks ain't clear, man. And
checks ain't clear?
Hey, man, you know, it get rough out there, man.
What?
You know, and then you have the artists that believe that they're above that, that they forgot about the struggle. You know, like, man.
I can only imagine having, and we all know this, like you make your first whatever, 100,000, whatever it is, or you see a check for 100, or you see a check for 10 at the lowest, whatever. And man, you're like, all right, well, that's my money.
Yeah.
And we don't realize that that money, as soon as it comes in, it goes like this. Like it's 8, 10, maybe 12 different ways.
Yeah.
Let alone you still have to pay the tax.
Everything on that.
And the lawyer.
And not to mention that, you know, it's just a high interest loan.
Yeah.
You got to make the
Talk
best
about
of.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we done seen them get it and blow it.
And then you more in debt.
Yeah.
Then you double in the debt.
Yeah. You know, they get the money and think that they hot. And you find out that you're not really that hot.
What would you tell an artist right now when they first sign that contract? What would be the first thing that you tell them? Because when they sign that contract, they know, like the industry, the matrix knows that once they sign the contract, they plop down maybe a check, whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? Or studio time, right? And you already have dug the hole.
Yeah. Yeah. You coming in backwards already. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to work double time to get ahead of it. So what I would tell any artist when they get their advance is to first get your credit right. Use that money to get your credit right. 6 months to a year.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. That needs to be a clip. Get your credit right when you get that advance.
Because that's what you're going to have to survive off of if don't nothing go right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to have that to be able to execute your plan B.
So I just recently heard Jeezy doing a residency out in Las Vegas. He had to have used credit because he said that he was paying for the band and whatever else to do the residency. The Vegas people didn't have to pay for it, but it was whatever was attached to him, he would pay for it. So you're talking about that level of understanding of credit.
Understanding how to work it. You know, let the money has to flow and it has to keep flowing. You know, when you get that advancement and the first thing you want to do is think about yourself.
Right.
But you want to buy cars and things that does nothing for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You blew some money.
Oh, I done blew it 3 or 4 times. That's why I'm here. I'm able to talk about what they need to do.
What's the most about it, buddy? You don't got to give it that much, attention. But what's the most amount of money you blew in general?
Man.
Figures.
We talking about 50s, 60s, and I don't even gamble. These type of losses came from being a big dreamer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Being a big dreamer. But now put being a big dreamer, right? And then you add on you love designer.
Mm-hmm.
You smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You like the finer things in life.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that leave you?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I run into a lot of artists, man, that think that way.
Yeah.
When they get to advance, that's the first thing they want to do. Everything that
is fulfill the dream and the desire that they have in their head in order to feel like they make it.
Of what success is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you really celebrate success in real time, then everything's a win.
Right.
Like me being here right now.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I can knock this off my bucket list. I'm here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I celebrate it in real time. Every time I get a call to come do an interview, every time I get a call to show up somewhere, I'm celebrating. No matter how small somebody else may think it is, it's big to me.
It's huge. So after Death Row, after Cali, you go where?
I came back home.
Why?
Man, I came back home because I had felt that I had learned enough to bring back and be an asset to the culture here.
Yeah.
I had an artist named Q.
Mm-hmm.
We had a song called Can't Keep Running Away.
Mm-hmm.
This was in 2012. He had did BET, 106 in Park. He was on Ebony Magazine, Jet Magazine, Billboard Magazine. Every magazine, you name it, they was on it.
Mm.
Because I had learned the strategy. I learned how to market. I learned how to make an artist visible.
Right.
Right. So at that time, when I met Q, he was a gangster rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching TV one day, and my Uncle Stan called me and said, man, you see, the bullying is a big topic. He was like, we need to capitalize on that.
Mm-hmm.
I hit Q up. I told him I need you to write a bully song.
Mm.
He wrote a bully song, and it just took off.
Like fire.
Like fire. I mean, everybody was calling. He did BET, like I said, 106 in Park. He did interviews with some of the biggest magazines in the country.
Wow.
But the key is to find that one thing
mm-hmm.
that a million people can gravitate to at one time.
Listen.
The common denominator.
The common denominator. We're going to discuss the common denominator, why you brought Faith with you, Cold Red. When we come back, we're going to pay these bills. We got KB, Faith on the Grapevine with Manon Sabir. That's me. Let's pay these bills, Zach.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee is making real progress. 3 straight years of declining traffic deaths, but we're not stopping there. Join the City of Milwaukee's free Vision Zero Summit with AAA and AARP on June 10th. The summit will bring together community members, transportation advocates, and city leaders to advance the goal of zero traffic deaths in Milwaukee. Be part of the movement for safer streets and a safer future. Join us and learn more at milwaukee.gov/Vision Zero.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step. including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. We got KB and Faith on the Grapevine. You in the studios with me. Call us 833-212-1017 or hit us up on the chat. Code Red, KB.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about Code Red.
Man, Code Red was a vision I had. I had seen and watched so many others with podcasts be successful. At that time, I was still managing artists. I had went through a traumatizing experience dealing with labels and artists going to jail, and I was just kind of fed up with it.
Yeah.
And still wanted to be in the business, but I wanted to create my own path in it. I didn't want to be controlled. I didn't want to necessarily deal directly with the artist. I just wanted to kind of figure out what I can bring to the culture with and that supported everything that I already accomplished.
Right.
So I was sitting around, I was talking to my guy, Young Legend, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, Ledge, man, because I wake up every day with this music. If you've been in it long enough, you're going to wake up every day, man, ready to quit. What? You know what I mean? So it was one of them days where I'm swinging the towel around, about to throw it in.
Yeah.
And then I look around at how far I came. I said, man, I can't stop now. You know what I mean? I got to finish out the race. So I said, I'm going to do me a podcast.
Yeah.
And I said, I want my podcast to be a little different than anything around in the Midwest.
Right.
Because for me, I understood that the internet would take it farther than the Midwest. But for me, I was only thinking Midwest.
Yeah.
That's it, And then I came up with Code Red. I just came up with something that I thought that would be a name that was very attractive, that was easy to remember, and meant something.
Man, that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. So how long have you had Code Red?
Man, I only been doing it a year.
And people have been receiving it.
Man, it surprised me. You know what I mean? It really surprised me the way that the people gravitated towards it. Because, I always say that it's not your average podcast. You have to been through something to sit on this couch.
Yeah.
You got to have a story to tell. And no matter how shaky your story started off or whatever you did in the beginning, we always talk about how you came out on the other side.
Right.
Because I understand that life is always a cycle of storms. You either entering one, in the middle of one, or you coming out of one.
Right.
And it shit repeats over and over again. You just have to find a good enough boat to endure the weather.
That's right. So you leave LA, you come out to Milwaukee, you see these people getting all of these advances. They blowing the advances. They, like you said during the break, they're, you seen people with $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 advances, not net 30, not knowing that they got to pay these advances back if they don't invest into themselves.
Yeah.
You meet Faith. When did you meet Faith?
Faith came along on the blackout run. Now, before the
What's the blackout run?
Before the blackout run,
real exciting right now.
Man, it was the good and the bad and the ugly. You know, but there was a time before then where me and my guy Mech, we had the MT twins.
Shout out to Mech.
Yeah, we had the MT twins. Man, they was the hottest in the city.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and we created a system. We understood how to break artists from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know, so we just been executing that. Me and Mech get together. We created the MK Music Agency. We added Avi to the team, and so it's me, Mech, and Avi. We done did some great things, by the way. I don't know if you're familiar with T4TC. We had it a couple years ago in Washington Park. Brought out like 7,000 people.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that was beautiful. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 7,000 people, man, and with no incidents, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, and they did a case study on that. They didn't understand how 7,000 people from the inner city could get together and not have an incident.
Yeah, we're not animals.
No. You know, I mean, I just believe that if you put something, people are just bored. We get bored quickly.
Oh yeah.
You know, and we live off of rhythm.
Right.
So if we put something in front of them that they want to see, they're going to see it all the way through.
Right.
They're going to see it all the way through. We had the normal scuffles. It was 90 degrees.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And we didn't have, it was like, come on, come all. So they said they recovered this, that, and the other. But they do that at Summerfest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So,
yeah, they find more at Summerfest. Yeah.
So-
So the good, bad, and the ugly.
oh, you want to get to the blackout story, huh?
Yeah. I understand the blackout.
Hey, the blackout was running the city. We built that from the ground up. My guy Black, he used to manage Cuckoo Cow.
Yeah.
He started the label.
Yeah.
And man, we assembled a team. And with that team, we just took over the city. You know, we did some amazing things. We all
Like what?
When it comes to amazing things,
Yeah.
we developed a street team. I went back to the roots. The internet was at its peak at this time.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking about everybody was on the internet.
Right.
Right. But for me, I wanted to put a team together, and I start handpicking people to be a part of this team because, you know, I know they love you when you're winning, so it's easy for you to handpick them.
And you were promoting who?
We was promoting. We had a label, Looney Baby, Party at 4, Guapo Chapo, 54 Baby Trey, H1 The Hook. We had a list of great artists, and all of them had their own lane and all of them had their own buzz.
Right.
Because the label by itself had its own buzz. And so Faith was, at that time, he was doubling as the DJ and he was running a portion of the street team.
Yeah.
But what we understood that if I gave you something, this is how we utilized the internet. If we just didn't give out regular flyers, we gave out collectibles.
Okay.
Things that people want to keep.
Right.
I give you something, the first thing you want to do is be the first one to show it to the internet and say, man, I can't believe this. Y'all got to see this.
Right.
At that point, I just hired you to work for me for free. So if I got 1,000 flyers and I can get 10% of them people to do that, it just spreads by itself.
It's ultimate guerrilla marketing.
Yeah. Shout out to Fidel, them man.
Shout out to Fidel.
Yeah, man. The
Yeah,
boot camp click. Them my guys.
Boot camp
Man.
click,
Hey,
baby.
man, listen, man. I learned so much from them dudes, man. Coming up, you know, we from that era.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Each one
Him,
teach one.
Gideon.
Yep.
Watching them cats, man. It was some cats called the Have-Nots, man. That was
Yeah, I
going
remember
crazy.
that. Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, we just got that hustling spirit in us.
Yeah.
I mean, Pimpin' Ken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we just get out there and just. We do the guerrilla marketing, the hand to hand. So it was natural. Man, Steve Love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk about eye to eye and we talk about the infinite, how back then the street teams just doing Sir Wayne Knights and Dragon.
That's right.
Flyer John.
Yep.
You know, this bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just added a different spin to it to help it push it digital.
That's right. So you and Faith during the Blackout tour. Am I right?
Yeah.
The Blackout tour. Y'all collaborate. What happened?
You want to tell that part, Faith?
Yeah,
you want to
go
talk
ahead.
about
hit me, Faith.
The first tour, the second tour.
Give me the first one.
The first tour was good.
Yeah, the first tour was pretty good. Pretty much, it was my around my first time meeting Play or whatnot. I had met him through my brother made it. He just got back off tour from being engineer for Boosie at the time.
Yeah.
That's around what situation?
Cachet.
Yeah, the Cachet situation and whatnot. And then I was at a DJ. I was DJing with my brother Thomas at the time. He just recently passed away. But yeah, he had a group called ETB or whatnot. I think it was a bar up there, right off Brown Deer, and he was like, "Man, I need you to DJ, man. Let's go over here." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm finna get in mode." I'm DJing. Made it walk up to me. He like, "Hey, man, you need to turn the bass down just a little bit." The whole time I'm like, "Man, it's the bass." I'm at the DJ booth. I'm like, "Man, I'm up here." I'm like, "Is the bass hitting or something? What's wrong?"
Yeah,
he come up to me. I'm like, "Oh man, that's my good brother right there." God sent him to me to tell me like, all right, cool. I'm like, and from then me and Made it been locked in. Made it introduced me to Play,
right,
or whatnot, and then from there I just started learning as much as I can learn. Man, I was around a good person, and I realized that, and I was like, anything I can do to help to get to my dreams and make my situation better, and help us all eat. And he was like, "Man, come get down with me, and man, be a part of my street team and whatnot like that." And I'm like, street team. Me coming up, I graduated from Juno.
Shout out to Juno.
Yeah, class of 06, man. I see you at the reunion. But yeah, I'm used to seeing Flyer John. Flyer John be out there with the hair design up in there. I'm thinking like, street team, Flyer John.
Yeah,
what you talking about?
Yeah.
but the way K did it, man. Like, I remember Big B.O.
Yeah, Big B.O.
Big B.O. Yeah, so
the mascot we had.
Yeah, I was Big B.O. But yeah, the way we market, the way he was marketing, I'm like, man, this ain't Flyer John. I'm like, man, K, you sure you want to get these away? This a keychain, man. This platinum, man. It got diamonds. And he showed me a different way of marketing it, and it just kind of like, oh man, yeah, I can make a living off this, or I can, do something, positive to make it make sense,
Hey,
So
well, now I want to get to the good part, man.
Yeah.
He want to hear that.
Hey, look, we're gonna get to the good part after we pay some bills real quick, because I want to hear about the second tour, and then I want to hear about what's the vision. So we're gonna pay these bills. You on the Grapevine with KB, the Playmaker, and Faith. Man, they in the building. I'm having so much fun talking to y'all, man. I could talk all day. Let's pay these bills.
Summerfest brings the biggest names in live music to Milwaukee's lakefront across 3 unforgettable weekends, including performances from Ella May, Post Malone, Don Toliver, plus The Roots, Gene Dawson, Rev Run, Flo Rida, and more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs, and if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Welcome back to the Grapevine with me, Manan Sabir. We got our brother KB and our other brother Faith in the building. We have discussed Code Red. Code Red is a series of in-depth interviews put on by KB.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the second tour.
Man, before we get to the second tour, let's take a step back, man, because I remember you asking me, where it all started from, and did I want to rap, man, and I can't leave this out. Because it's so many other pieces that go with this. When we talk about the artists, I come from an era of speech, man. We talking about Kid Crab and Stricky Love. We talking about Top Floor.
Yeah,
you remember all them?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I mean, Kid Crab and Strick was one of my first rap duos that I heard, and I had the album, We Want Your Sister. Man, and I thought them cats was the biggest at that time.
Really?
Because nobody had did it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that amazes me, man. So I had to get a shout out to them.
Yeah.
I also have to get a shout out. I did artist management for a while, Clue Management. Me and my brother KU, he out of Detroit actually, but he comes here often.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I give a shout out to him because without him, a lot of things that I did with artists named like Q and the whole Blackout movement wouldn't have been possible. We also had a viral artist by the name of Too Hot, the Trucker Anthem.
Yeah.
That went viral. I did the Rise and Fall of Cuckoo Cow.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Me and Swift Sloan, William Howe, Steve Love, and of course Calvin Bellamy, Cuckoo Cow.
Yep.
We all put that together. It's on Amazon now, so y'all can go watch it. Tubi, check it out.
Yeah. Shout out to Cal.
Yeah, shout out to Cal and Drew,
the
baby Drew, man.
Yeah, Drew. Yep.
Yes, sir. Man, me and Drew, we talk often, man. We talk at least once a week.
Yeah.
Shout out to my little brother.
So that second tour.
That second
I
tour,
never
man.
let y'all lay that down.
Hey, man,
Was
the
that
second.
the Party of Four tour?
That was
No, that was the third tour.
that was the Spokane, Washington. That was the Kevin Gates tour, and we ended up in Buffalo, Niagara Falls.
Yeah, okay.
And all that went down.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the tour
Yeah.
we was on the tour with Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
One half of the team was in Kentucky doing a show with Rod Wave.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the road on the other side of the country doing another set of tours, and we got a phone call. Now, this the other side of tour life that people don't really, they think, when we get on the camera, we're going to show all the good.
Yeah.
But we're not going to show, like he said, when you wake up with 5 hungry artists, the check ain't cleared.
Right.
You know, only enough gas to get to the next city. You know, it's be some very humbling conditions that we survived. You know what I mean? On the road, we end up in Buffalo, New York. We stop at Niagara Falls for a minute just to kind of take a break. Our brother Black, shout out the owner, the man behind Blackout Entertainment.
Yeah, shout out Black.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
Black.
He had got into some trouble, unfortunately, and that day is when the snowball effect happened. The other side of the music industry, where it ain't all sweet, where you lose everything. You wake up one morning and you lost everything in the blink of an eye. We on the road. They done shut down. Ain't no credit cards working. Money froze. We functioned off the money in our pocket. So now the 5-star hotels that went down to Motel 6s. Some nights we're sleeping in the Sprinter. You know, we back to the value meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it was real humbling, man.
yeah, it just shows you how fast things can change. Like,
why did it change that fast?
He just had some legal trouble, man.
Who's he?
Black.
Okay.
Black had some legal troubles, man. That surprises all.
Yeah.
And man, it was just so rough, you know.
And he was financing it.
Yeah,
basically.
he was the man behind the Blackout movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all had our roles to play, and he was the captain of the ship. You know, and it just was a bad time for us, because, like I said, we was on the second leg of the tour. We had already did like probably 10 dates. We had went from one coast to the next coast.
Yeah, that was right when we came back from L.A. We had was
Seattle.
Yeah,
we went to Seattle, L.A.
Yeah, shot the video in Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
all that.
loud and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a real movement going.
So you went through this part of your life. You guys come back to Milwaukee, and that piece of your life you learned. I know you learned a lot.
I had been learning a lot the whole time I've been in it.
Yeah,
you know, because it's almost like, you know how you ever heard about somebody going to prison and they say, man, it was like at home. It's like I was seeing everybody I hadn't been seeing in a long time.
Right.
That's what the industry is. The industry ain't nothing but a bunch of cats from the streets.
Yeah.
That done infiltrated the industry.
Right. So
when you in the industry, you still feel like you in the streets because the same rules apply.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, when I got in and I thought the industry was going to save me from that, but it just really drugged me deeper into it.
They said the people who have the best boardroom IQ are the people from the streets. They know exactly how to read the boardroom. Let me ask you this question. What's the vision? You come back, you do all this, you got Code Red. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. What's the vision now?
The vision, we living in it right now. Everything that I worked for and applied, I'm so embedded in the culture that I'm getting a chance to really see it come to fruition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I first started 33rd Market, nobody was looking at us.
Yeah.
Nobody. Now we got our own piece of the internet where we run it. It's all about Milwaukee.
Wow.
You know?
So before any artist comes into the Milwaukee area, before they, you know, let's say, for example, I don't know, I'm taking somebody way out. Before a Mariah Carey comes in, they'll call you.
Yeah. I'm one of the top people that'll get a call. You know, it's a list of us, list of great people that, you know, like I said, I'm just one of them pieces to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost, as I like to say, you know, we got a bunch of strings that's holding the zipper together. If one string come loose, I mean, do we really know which one is the strongest that's holding it together?
Exactly.
You know, so I'm just a piece of a collage of people that make this work.
And this is a real entrepreneurial vision.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, I done seen it come through. I done seen it come true. I done worked hard to be a part of this.
Right. So this is a part, because we're running out of time, man. I wish this could go on for like hours.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of questions, but this is a part of the interview where I give rapid fire questions.
Okay.
I'm a ping pong them.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Milwaukee summers or Cali summers?
Oh man.
Milwaukee.
Gotta go quick with me.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
All right. Discipline or motivation?
Discipline.
Yeah.
Money or peace?
Peace.
Early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
Early morning.
Biggest distraction in this generation right now?
Money.
Internet.
Ooh. Therapy or the gym?
For me, the gym.
You said both.
Can we do both?
You gotta choose one.
Yeah.
You gotta choose one.
I mean, the gym, so it is therapy. So.
All right. Hustle culture is helping or hurting us?
Helping.
Fame or freedom?
Freedom.
Fame. I mean, yeah, freedom. Yeah, for sure.
What's one thing Milwaukee needs more of?
Ownership.
Say?
Oh, yeah, leadership.
Leadership. All right. What gives you hope right now?
I say the people that I'm around.
What gives me hope right now? That's a hard question. Yeah, man. Like I can agree with Faith on that. I'm gonna take that road with him. People that I'm around.
Center Street or North Avenue?
Man.
Center Street all day.
North Avenue.
Center Street all day.
I'm gonna ask this question. It's kind of street based, but the gangs in good or bad, the gangs in LA or the gangs that we had back in the 90s, 80s, 90s in Milwaukee?
80s, 90s Milwaukee.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah.
They gave us Baby Drew.
Baby Drew.
Say that.
Exactly. Right. Rich and stressed or peaceful and average?
Peaceful and average.
Peaceful and average, for sure.
Who was the best Milwaukee mayor?
Tweezy.
Okay, there we go.
Tweezy for sure.
Hey, thank you guys for coming in and giving us your love and also the freedom that you have lived throughout your life. I definitely appreciate it, KB, the playmaker. You have blazed this mic. I wish we had way more time, but we're going to make sure that we bring you back because
and we got to do a part 2.
There has to be a part 2 to this.
Definitely.
You have so much in your history that this little bit of time cannot cover, and I want to respect you enough to give you, a full platform without any interruptions, so we can admire the amount of work that you put into this community and also this world.
Man, I definitely appreciate it, man. I mean, and I agree with you. We got to have a part 2 because it's so much more to me. And, the people that are around me, I want to make sure I be able to give all them their flowers too, because without them, a lot of the things that I accomplished wouldn't be possible.
We don't even say flowers on here. You know what we say?
What?
Seeds. You water the seeds.
Water the seeds, man.
It just keep growing and growing and growing.
Yes, sir.
So we water on your seeds, man. We're going to put more water on your seeds. And Faith, thank you for being such a consummate, humble individual and coming and adding your love. Hey, this is the Grapevine. We got KB, Faith. Thank you for coming out. We're going to take a break and pay these bills.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving, you're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/VersityOnKing to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
You're listening to Milwaukee Black Talk on 101.7 FM.
The Truth.
And 1510 AM. W269DL. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee Black media company.
Want to share his.
We, as KB and Faith were leaving out, that was crazy, a crazy interview. A lot of times we have to remember this is the Grapevine. Let me just start here. This is the Grapevine Manon. You on the Truth Radio 101.7. A lot of things when you interviewing folks, a lot of things you can talk about. There's some things that you can't. And that's just the truth of it. When you're talking to folks and they have such a long laundry list of things in their background, in their resume, in their truth to power, there's the said and the unsaid. And the moment that you are talking with folks, you can fill it out. You understand that there's times when folks need to not drop certain things on the mic because people are listening. And I appreciate just going as far as we could during this hour with KB. It's a matter of I know that for me it's a matter of connecting with him, but also him connecting with himself as we move on. So, and as we move on, we have a nice treat for y'all. We have Desire coming, and he is an Afro beats soon to be legend. So please stay tuned tap into some folks, tap into your people, because we're gonna interview him in a minute. I know we're waiting for him to come in. You know, the artists, they always on artist time. But I'm appreciative of KB coming in and Faith. KB has such a unique resume. I learned that a lot of people who leave Milwaukee, and go to other places, the reason why they make it, and the reason why they make it out in these places, the reason why they are in these places, it's, they have their own personal reasons, of course. However, when they go to these places, the reason why they are successful in a lot of these places is the fact that they recognize game meets game. They recognize the fact that when they're in these foreign places outside of the small walkie, that they take that blue collar work ethic into these areas and they apply it. Like, that's the university. If you're able to take this blue collar work ethic, and there's so many people that have left Milwaukee and have made their mark on the world stage, but they take that blue collar work ethic and they apply it. They get up in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, before everybody gets up, and they get to work. They clock in, whatever the clock in is. If you're in the entertainment industry, if you are a tradesperson, if you are a political, if you are a politician, if you are from Milwaukee, majority of the time, especially if you're trying to make it happen work wise, yeah, you more likely are on the right track. You're making it. So listen, we got a real treat for y'all. Give me a second, because my guy just walked in. Biko set me up with a real treat. I'm about to get into his life real quick. Put the headphones on. All right. We good? Speaking to that mic real quick.
Wagwan.
Oh, Wagwan.
What's good?
What's good? So we got Desire.
Desire, man. His dad's Desire.
Woo.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
So I was just talking to folks about how when you go to a specific place, especially if you're in Milwaukee, if you're in the Midwest brings about the urge to work hard. Like when you leave the Midwest and you go out to, let's say you could leave the Midwest, you go out to Florida, right? It it's sunshine and beaches in Florida.
It's a different environment.
Yeah, but if you coming from Midwest and you go there, that work ethic is still embedded in you.
Yeah.
So who are we talking to today?
Man, today,
Desire.
You're talking to Desire. That's not. Just think of the word desire itself. I am the embodiment of that. Desire.
Who is Desire right now?
Who is Desire?
Yeah.
Well, I am many things, but I am all things, I would say. Just looking at where I come from and everything, and the values and the experiences. I am someone, I am people, I would say. I am people. I am where I come from.
Yeah.
I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo originally, but I was raised in Tanzania and later on in Milwaukee. So I am all those places.
How old are you, my brother?
26.
26. You had quite a life.
On the dot. Yeah, man.
You not only are 26, but you lived a life maybe that people don't realize probably you're probably 3 lifetimes in.
Of course. You can put it that way, yeah, to simplify it.
Because Congo wasn't easy.
Never. It's still not easy.
Still not easy to this day.
Till this day, yeah. I got siblings, uncles, elders that have lived ages. You check, and I'm talking people that are like 60, 65, pushing 70, and have known nothing but, hardship, struggles, and all of that, like war, like for as long as they can remember. So, yeah, man, that's
you left the Congo. Why?
Well, just war. The Congo has never been stable. Just from colonization and after, Congo has never seen peace. Like, so I was very young. I don't really remember, a lot about Congo, I would say. But, well, I in a way, I would say it's a blessing because I never really had to go through what the people around me went through.
Yeah.
But it's it's another story. Just going from Congo, going into a refugee camp in Tanzania, then lifting yourselves from there, and just building a whole life out of that environment. There's also struggles and tribulations there as well. Like,
yeah.
And then moving from there to the States itself, then having to integrate into the, into life here. That's a whole nother story that, I know we're gonna tap into it. We're gonna tap into it.
You've been unstable for you were unstable for a really long time.
Yeah, you can say that. We can say that. But I would say unstable with guidance. Right? Because, I had people that like really, 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 really sin worse. You understand? And being around those people, imagine where like struggle sort of becomes a normality. Like certain things just don't faze you, right? You know how it's like when you grow up in the hood, you're used to like hearing gunshots, all of that, and it just don't faze you. To where like you live in the suburbs, you hear a gunshot, and you like, hey man, what's going on? Imagine now like you come from a place where you're always like used to hearing bombs, AK-47s going off, and that's normal, man.
Haul off and just kick the soccer ball. Like,
yeah, man, we good.
Yep.
Understand? Let's keep playing.
Yeah. Hey, we got Desire on the Grapevine. We're going to come back. We're about to get into his life, music, and his vision.
All of that.
Oh, man.
All
at 26, this is a lot.
You know already.
If you got any time on your hands, tune in to this interview with Desire. We're going to pay these bills.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Severe flooding from hurricanes and other serious storms frequently damage cars. However, some of these flooded vehicles will end up back on car lots or for sale online, with no indication they were submerged in floodwaters. If you are in the market for a used vehicle, make sure you are buying from a reputable dealership and use the National Insurance Crime Bureau's free online VIN check service to help verify the car's history. If you suspect fraud, call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
All right, we're gonna jump into it because what up? We're gonna jump into it because I think this is gonna be a really good interview. All right, listen, Desire, listen.
You got the track, man.
Hey, this the track?
It's the track.
Hey,
man.
turn it up, Zach.
Loki. Mama. See, jokey. My real ones, them notice. See, long nights I've been writing my story. From the dirt me rise, now me them carry me away. Say, hey, I came from nights when no light still I shine now. Every lost turn to gold, that's my life now. Music chose me, I no chase, no grab. But the crown fit me when I say, hey, I dey low key, but my spirit loud. Blessings heavy, I know, say, hey, from the corner to the big stage now. Them say, bro, why you break up? Say, now the love where I see, now giant deliver. Hey, from the man to the throne, now my future bigger. I don't ever fear nobody, only God above me. Hey, I thank the Lord, He dey guide me. Hey, they never see me hey, what? Jo, mwana Congo mboto ya babembe. You gotta represent, man. You coming through for your area.
You gotta represent. Listen, so okay,
yeah,
man, that right there.
That's the life story, man. That's the life story.
That's hot.
That's the life
If
story.
you ain't, listen, we're gonna tell people, if you ain't ever been to Africa, and you ain't ever been to a club in Africa,
it's different, man.
Like an outdoor spot. Like I don't drink.
Me either.
But you already know.
Yeah.
You know that when you hit that outdoor spot,
right.
and the music is on and the lights hit,
no
matter what culture you from, no matter who you are, if you could be in the restaurant, the outdoor spot right there, and then that song hit, you getting up.
They take you in, man. Take you in. People party from 6 p.m.
Oh my God.
6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I know one of my guys was just back there.
Yeah.
He went for a funeral, man. His man was in a club every day. I'm like, bro, come on, man. He was refusing to come back, man. He was refusing to come back.
Yes.
That's how crazy it is when you're in Africa, man. Like, it comes to a point where you don't even tell the time anymore. Like,
you cannot.
Yeah,
you cannot.
And it's like, it really kicks in because you have to be really disciplined.
Yeah.
In that environment. It's like, especially if you have money to spend. It's different.
And you don't need. It's interesting because you don't need a lot of money. So you go to Tanzania.
Yeah, man.
Refugee. With how many people in your family?
Well, it's 4 of us.
Yeah.
4. So my older brother, my mom, my sister, right? So, that's just like immediate family. But now let's not even consider relatives, cousins. That's because the family expands. And like the other thing is like I don't differentiate between like my cousins, distant cousins. They're all my brothers at that point. I don't like. So if you're around me a lot, you'll hear me say like, "Oh, my brother, my sister, my." You'll never hear me say, "Oh, this is my cousin." This no. It's all family.
It's
at
all
that
family.
point.
I say the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So like, or like that like I had all of that around me coming up. So like that family love as well.
And throughout
like,
this whole entire time, you weren't in school.
Well, in the refugee camp.
Refugee
No,
camp.
I was in school. Like man, we were when we were in the refugee camp, we went through some crazy school experiences, man. Like, and I'm telling you, this is like good. It's like good standard school, like French system, everything.
Yeah,
like
yep.
now, like, and imagine going to school in the South, right? Because like now, the teachers are allowed to punish you if you're not learning properly, like all of that, like.
Yeah.
So I was in school in the camp, like did school.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually glad, like my school experience there, like helped me when I came here, cause like some of the stuff that I learned at a very young age, right? It's the stuff that I was learning in like high school. I'm like, bro, we did this already.
Yeah.
Like,
so you sitting in school here in the States. You're like,
this is easy. Like, I'm just cruising, like, cause I did a lot of those. So I'm talking like, imagine doing calculus in like middle school.
Whoa.
Like a little of like chemistry, and you get a lot of like experience and things. Like, so everything is just coming to you. Like we went to a French system, so obviously we had to learn French.
Yeah.
And all of that. But later on, there were people like who did like English courses and all of that. But English is a little different. You're learning it abroad, like so. But still, like the school environment was still, I appreciate it.
Right.
Very much.
What age did you and what age and what was the decision to pack up and come to the States? That's a long
shout
journey.
Shout out my moms, man.
Where's she?
She's here in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee?
Yeah, man. Shout out my mom.
You should have bought her.
She's like,
bought her,
man. Man, I didn't know, man, but I would have bought moms. Like, I'm telling you.
Listen, when you come up here, you can always bring her.
Yeah, man. Shout out moms, like number one. Like that woman is everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I tell you everything, everything. Like all the moves. This lady plays chess in 4D, man. Like, yeah, man.
If y'all don't understand 4D,
like,
that's God level.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Plays chess in 4D. Like all of that was properly calculated, and it was just move after move. Like
what age did you come?
I came out 11, 12. So 11, 12.
Straight to Chicago?
Came through straight to Chicago to Milwaukee, but my brother was here first. So my brother came, right? My brother came, he was, I think 6 months to a year, he was already here. So when we came, when the rest of us came, he was already like, he was properly settled. So when we came, he just took us in and enrolled me in school and everything else. Everything else from there was just let's
straight
just
shot.
Tap in. Like,
how old was he when he came?
My brother, I think he was 21. Yeah, 21. He came at 21, so he's also young, like
Yeah.
But my brother, he's a very intelligent individual, like. So I'm telling, like, back home he was an educator, like. At that age he's a professor already. You understand? So this is not someone like it's like regular 21 years old.
Right.
That's someone who's very articulated.
Yeah.
So he came here, he had a vision already, knew what he had to do. He knew a family was coming behind him as well. So like, by the time we got here, he was good. Like, it's good. So now, like, and also remember, like, the only, like, I would say, like, hardship is like when you were an educator back home, when you come here, your degrees aren't really like in alignment. They aren't really in alignment with.
They're not even perpendicular. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it's all those things have to be like aligned and getting everything switched over. So he sort of like had to start over with his education. But remember, like, our school system really like.
So he's working a menial job, but he's like, I already got this understanding.
Exactly. Now you see where the, like, a lot of that motivation and inspiration come from. Like I have all this, all these elders and people that I can look up to that's already doing all these things that I know. Okay, if they can do it, now let me level it up a little. You know what I'm saying? So like my brother came, like you said, working the job, make sure that school stuff, everything. You understand? Like until today, you know, like he's still in school, like going for his masters and PhD and all of that. Understand? Like props. Like I look at him, like now imagine now he's a family man. You understand? So he have all that family responsibility and schooling children. I can't even imagine, man. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
So you get to Milwaukee. He takes y'all in, and then you start schooling.
I start school. You know, went through school, had to learn English. Understand? It's like this.
What a process.
It's this how I put it. Like it's like everybody else speak English just to speak English.
Yeah.
I speak English to defend myself. So
What street were you on when you landed?
Well, when I first started on Wisconsin Avenue, so this was my road. Like, Wisconsin Avenue, and after that 42nd and North. Like
42nd and North.
Damn.
Ooh,
Yes, that hood.
Yeah.
So I was
Finney Library was over there.
Washington Park.
Washington Park.
All of that.
Uh-huh.
I got some.
Yeah.
I got some experiences there too.
When you first landed, that first month was like, what is this?
You got to get integrated, like so.
What do we call it? Integrated. We call it initiated.
Exactly. I had to go through my initiation and all of that. So yeah, man.
So a couple fights here and
experiencing. I never really had to go through fights, but you know, I had a little, you know, just
interactions.
A few interactions, you know, good ones.
Good, good interactions. But you was protected.
I was protected, definitely.
Okay.
You know, one of the things that I really appreciate is like, you know, Biko. You know, knowing Biko is like, how would I say it? It's a cheat code in life.
It is,
especially coming from that area.
So you met Biko how?
I met Biko through, you know, I actually met Biko randomly living in that area. I went to a park by Marquette High School.
Yeah.
Just used to go there and just kick the ball around, you know, bored.
Merrill Park.
Yeah. That's the park.
Yeah.
I was there. Biko was training some of the old guys in the community. So I walked over. I was just playing by myself. I walked over. Then I trained with them. Exchanged contact after that. From there, man, everything just became even better, man.
So you a soccer player?
Footballer, man, all the way.
Football. Who's your favorite? What's your favorite club?
What's my favorite club? I'm a Real Madrid fan, man.
You're
all
Real
the way,
Madrid
from the heart. But you know,
you're not a Barca?
Barcelona?
Yeah.
Hell no, excuse my language. That's a jersey I'll never wear. That's a jersey I'll never wear.
You're not even supporting your fellow countryman, Lamine Yamal.
Ah man,
damn.
I like. Yeah, he plays nice and all of that. I can't hate, but like, you know, I just can't do Barcelona. My brother is a Barcelona fan.
Is it the colors?
So it's not even about the color, man.
Is it the colors?
It's not even. It's not even about the colors, man. You know, my brother's he's
the colors.
Nah, man, I don't think so. You know, my brother's a Barcelona fan.
Yeah.
So I'm a Madrid fan. You see the rivalry, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, nah, man, we can't all be Barcelona fans, man. I'm good.
That's funny, man. So you what high school did you go to?
I went to Milwaukee School of the Arts.
Okay.
I went to the
That's
arts.
where music came in.
Well, no, I mean, I've always did music, like church. Really? Yeah, man. From a young age, like, I've always did music has always been there. But when I went to art, like, it really helped me develop and really, like, learn music from just looking at music from a musical perspective. And from just let me see, how can I put this?
The theory.
Music theory.
Yep.
Yes, because I had to learn all of that. And this is not just, I'm talking about classical music, right? When you look at me, you'll never think I played the violin. You'll never guess. But that's where I learned, like, we're talking about the Baroque period, classical period, going back.
Didn't know about that.
Exactly. Like, I had to learn all of that, you know, I'm talking about, like, writing music, like, actually, like, scoring it, everything.
Wow.
All of that. So now I'm like looking at music from a conductor, an orchestra point of view. Like, I'm like, yo, this is that's where that love for performing comes from.
That's right.
Like I love that live music, instrumentation. Like when you listen to my EP that I just dropped, you know, my new EP is out, you know, Loverboy Daz, you know, out. Like listen to the whole EP, like you can hear that live instrumentation, everything. Like
we're gonna
implement it in there.
That's not just desire, but that's devotion.
Exactly.
And we're gonna come back to desire and talk about this devotion after we pay these bills on the Grapevine.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
oh, it's on...
SmokeyBear.com, with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Summerfest brings the biggest names in live music to Milwaukee's lakefront across 3 unforgettable weekends, including performances from Ella May, Post Malone, Don Toliver, plus The Roots, Gene Dawson, Rev Run, Flo Rida, and more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we back with Desire. We're going to talk about his devotion to music.
Yeah, man. That's that intro, man. Listen to that. Everything.
Man.
Yeah, man. Hey. Mbetata. Hey. Say, wananitaga mi mtoto wa Kongo. Hey, hey. talk to me nice. I'm the main highlight. Compare me to none of them. Me, I get green light. Say, God sent, came to the world, you should know why we sanctified. To me, where they come for the troubles and the daily they be screaming, man, verified. Say, me never club on the weekend. My baby girl thinks that I'm wicked. Low key, me steady on the mission. Wait up, perfect score. Oh, I be shooting star, global star. So many haters. Oh, me father watch over me, give me privilege. Try to do positive. Say, so many enemies them tryna confine me. Mkila ngiye labale mutangalwa. Itangalwa nane. Na bose me sotomo. Na ine pambala. No pambala nepo. Bafu meso omo. Heavenly, heaven. So many enemies there. Oh, mkila. Shout out, baby, to the world, man.
Shout out, man. Listen, so my question is, do you perform with a live band, and is that something you're interested in doing?
That's a must. I never perform if there's no live band. Never. Like, there are exceptions. There are exceptions, but I prefer a live band whenever I perform. Like when we did the EP, launch party and everything.
Yeah.
Like there's clips on that, videos coming soon, all of that. I had to do live band. Even when we did Summerfest last year, like. Live band. Everything.
Band. Only.
Are you doing Summerfest again this year?
Well, we're trying, Summerfest need to come through, man. They taking too long.
How about, man, we need, you need
man.
Like you just need your own tour.
That's it. Hey, man.
We just need you to be on tour and just sell out the stadiums.
Trust me.
Summerfest will call.
Trust me. It's possible, man.
Sell out them stadiums.
We can do that.
Especially in Africa.
We can, man, that's home, man. We can do that.
50-something countries, man.
You know already, man. You know already.
And they ready.
Vibes are there.
So you're in school.
I'm in school, yeah, man. School never stops. There's a saying in the community that, my family never stops going to school. So.
Yeah. Listen, the way you talk, they're still in school.
Yeah, we still in school, man.
So you're in school to be a lawyer.
Of course. Gotta get that JD title at the end of the name as well.
How important is that? Because we just had KB on and he was discussing how so many artists sign and they go in debt immediately.
Yeah. So
but they forget to read the contract.
Yeah.
And you're in school to change the narrative.
Technically.
For yourself.
For myself, but for everyone else around me. Right? Yeah. So like, and just getting the JD itself was never like that was always an objective. That was all like remember when I told you like I got moms, she plays 4D chess. I also had to adapt to that. Right? When you grow up around that environment, you also start playing chess.
Yeah.
Right? So I did all of this before I started even making music. I just started making music. Like these are objectives that were already there. It was just a matter of like execution and all of that, right? And even tracking back before like just thinking about law school, I got a bachelor's in business economics, international relations with, a minor in philosophy and applied computer sciences, right?
Y'all hear this?
So
y'all hear this?
That was just my undergrad, right? I later on went to Case to get my master's, right? So
that's Case Western
Reserve University, right? So I got my master's in management, but with a focus in like non-profit management and public policy, right?
Yeah.
So part of that was non-profit law as well. Came part of that. That just extended the law school aspect of it. So when I did my master's, I was like, okay, I didn't do school for this long, like 8 years straight, never stopping, right?
Right.
And I was let me go back to Milwaukee real quick, right? It's when I came back to Milwaukee, I think we talked about this when we was on break, right?
Yeah.
When you talked about like when you're from the Midwest or when you're from Wisconsin in general, right? People tend to like go out, they'll, explore other states or other cities, and somehow they always find themselves back here.
Right.
It's the same thing when you go out of Milwaukee, trying to go find opportunities elsewhere, but it's also here. It's already here. Like I think it's a matter of like perspective, really.
Right.
Right. But it helped me understand all of this when I went to Cleveland. I went to school in Cleveland, and I did my time in Cleveland. I was like, wow, like, yes, like, Cleveland helped me develop and all of that, just gain more knowledge. But at the same time, I was like, nah, I have to go back to Milwaukee, right? That's where I was raised, and Milwaukee helped me come up. Like, and then I was like, let me go back and give a little bit of my time back to Milwaukee, and just really appreciate the city for like, just for what it does for, everything just in general. Like, it's part of why I'm still here. That's the longest I've ever been in Milwaukee. I'm not gonna lie. Like a year now. Like I'm just consistently in Milwaukee.
Wow.
And then just trying to, execute the next move.
And I know you got a lot of moves, and you talk about being in 4D.
Yeah, man.
Afrobeats.
Yeah, man. Afrobeats. Now let's talk about Afrobeats, man.
Tell me.
For most people, that's a new and upcoming thing.
Right.
But not really.
It's been around.
For
if you had never been to Africa, Afrobeats been in Africa.
Afrobeats. And there's
from the beginning of time.
Yes. We're talking about Fela, all of that.
Ooh,
and
the Fela parties. Oh, you ever been?
Exactly. So like it's been around. It's really been around. It's just now that everybody's getting exposed to it, right? And just in general, African music has been around. Like has been around for the longest.
Right.
Like ask yourself, like, where does music come from? Like just then you'll get the answer yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's there. Like, and the thing with Afrobeats, if you listen to reggae, dancehall, reggaeton, like those are, there's Afrobeats in it. Like the music travels, right? Like, and it shifts all the time. Right. Afrobeats goes to reggaeton, it becomes something else. It'll go back to it'll go to dancehall.
Right.
There it becomes something else. Then it goes back to Africa.
Right.
They do something else. Just a local twist. And it comes back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, it's there. Like people listen to they've been listening to Afrobeats. They just didn't know it was Afrobeats.
How did you get into it?
How did I get into Afro? Initially, right, I didn't actually start like it was always around me, right? But I never really like had the interest like, okay, now let me make Afrobeat music. Before I used to do what the Congolese music, which is like ndombolo, ndombolo, all of that, waist whining, everything. I'm talking about, all of that. I used to do that. I used to be what they call an animateur, right? That's like it's like a lead singer in a band, right? So I used to be in this little kid band back home, performing live on all of that. Shout out Ekyombole shit.
Shout out
Ekyombole shit. Yeah, man. He put me on with that music. He's like, bro, this kid could actually like do something with his voice, right? It's like, put me on that. We had a drummer, dancers, everything. So we started. And then when I moved, I have to leave that behind, right? I still listen, just, chill out in the back. And we always played a lot of that in the house and just in general in the community too. So I grew up around that, right, primarily. And I also grew up around, American rap. So I'm talking about like 50,
Nas,
Candy
50,
Shop.
Exactly.
Nas one of my favorite rappers, Nas.
Shout out to Nas.
Nasir
Jones.
Nipsey. Like, so I'm listening to all these guys, right? That's so even though I didn't know English, like I'm mumbling that.
Yeah.
Like I grew up also listening to that. But never did I really like thought I'll be making Afrobeats. It wasn't until like 2015, right? That's when I actually started listening to Afrobeats.
And we're gonna listen to these bills as we pay them.
Yeah, man.
Zach, take us out to pay these bills real quick.
Let's pay them bills, man.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It's off on the Go.
Yeah.
What else?
Wait. Shout out Sako Diet, man. Ghana in the house. Say.
Accra, Ghana. I don't even know if he's from Accra. He might be from Temu.
You know him.
He might be from...
He's straight Ghanaian boy.
Yeah. He might be from the northern region.
Say, don't lose God. Hey, hallelujah. Hey, hallelujah. Everybody singing hallelujah. Hallelujah. This right here is the intro, man.
Hey,
that's
this song. This song changed your direction.
Yeah, man. And
2015.
You can hear that. Everybody sing hallelujah. Like that was the starting point. And even in my music, like you'll always hear me praise God. Like I have to mention God even a little.
Because you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for God.
Plus, remember, started in the church.
Yeah.
I'm a church boy, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Your brother's a pastor?
My brother's a pastor. I'm a drummer. The church. You know, so I grew up in the church. I grew up in the church environment, and my mom always makes sure that we had our prayers right, always. So I grew up in the church, and like I said, that song, I was in ATL. I remember exactly where I was, like ATL. Heard that song. From there on, just kept digging more and more into Afrobeats, bro. Like, and I just kept listening, just consuming the content, and just everything. Like, at that point, like I didn't even know if I'll be writing Afrobeat music. Like, just even like thinking of like producing. Understand? I'm in high school. I don't even at that point. I used to listen. I even used to still consumed rap content. Hip hop. Like I remember there was a time where I didn't even listen to rap. Like it was just Afrobeats, straight on, just consuming Afrobeats, and later on, just after like I was like, okay, I'm comfortable with it now, right?
So you got into Afrobeats,
yeah, man.
And you didn't leave. You're here.
Yeah, man.
What's the vision?
What's the vision? The end game, right? Yo, man. It's only top from here. It's only top from here. Like I said, I got a few things planned for December.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
You gave me a little bit to me, but I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Yeah, we got a little, we got a little in the store.
I'm coming though.
Yeah,
hey,
definitely.
Definitely. Staff, y'all invited.
So yeah, I mean, right now with the drop of the new EP, we have organized a little tour. So I'm doing at least 10 cities right now.
Yeah.
Have a Loverboy does EP again. It's out streaming.
Here
10
in
cities
the States.
Here in the States, right? So we have Vegas just happened.
Yeah.
Vegas happened. So next is Iowa this weekend, actually. Iowa this weekend, and then after Iowa, we have I believe it's actually Juneteenth in Milwaukee. Yeah. Milwaukee, me and Ray Needy hosting that actually at Club Timbuktu.
Yeah.
Shout out Club Timbuktu for
Shout
Juneteenth. So
Yep.
we gotta celebrate Juneteenth, right? So
That's right.
I'm really trying to bring the Afrobeat vibes to Milwaukee, man.
Tell me about the Timbuktu. The Juneteenth time. What time is Juneteenth?
So Juneteenth, I believe, is from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Right? So we'll have DJs. Some just if you ever been to Afrobeat party, just it's live.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be live at Club Timbuktu. And if you are my EP release party, there's no way we disappoint. So we always bring vibes, pure vibes.
Yeah.
So you should expect that. Nothing less.
And that's the EP release party.
That was the EP release party. That was April 25th. So
Okay.
if you were there,
Yeah.
then you know what's about to happen for Juneteenth.
Yeah. At Timbuktu.
At least you have a vision. But Juneteenth might be even.
It's going down on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth at
Club Timbuktu.
That's
already. Juneteenth. If y'all don't know, it's June 19th,
exactly.
2026.
And they have a parade on that street.
Oh, snap. Yeah, that's
exactly.
right. Oh,
so
yeah.
It. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come down. Juneteenth.
The
come
whole
party
Afrobeats Nation.
Yeah, man.
Juneteenth.
Yeah, man.
Club Timbuktu, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's going crazy. You're about to knock it out.
There.
You here to inspire people though.
That's always I'm here to build. Understand? Not destroy. Here always to
who do you want to we don't got a lot of time, but I want to know, who do you want to perform with?
Who do I want to perform with? Man,
because I know I've been listening to a little bit of Wizkid, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm a big fan of Davido, Shout out OBO.
Yeah.
Big fan. But Wiz, I look at all of those guys. Like,
Yeah.
Even the guys some other guys that I used, to listen to, as a young kid, like, I'm talking Weranson, just from the Congolese side as well.
Right.
All those legends, Awilo, and Awilo's big, and Afrobeats in general. All those Burner, Wiz, Davido, they also used to listen to this guy.
Yeah.
And this is from a whole different genre who like has a crazy like impact and inspiration into Afrobeats in general. I never even knew. You know, all these guys, Burna, Wiz, Davido, and let's go even East Africa, Diamond, you know, man, Popcorn, you know, all these guys.
Shout out to Popcorn.
You know already. Buju, I know Buju's coming to Milwaukee.
Wagwan Buju.
Yeah, you know, Buju's coming to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Buju Bantan, you know.
Right.
It's July 3rd.
Man.
Summerfest.
Summerfest, yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So all those people, man.
Yeah.
Like
Buju Bantan.
Yeah, man. There's some OGs I'm talking about.
My Reed family in the building.
Yeah, man.
So this is a important time of our interview where you get to answer rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Since you're a lawyer, you got to go super quick.
Critical thinking, eh?
No, not even.
Okay.
Quick thinking.
I have to think with a brain.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes it has to be articulate.
You better have some quick 4D thinking.
Okay. let's go.
Afrobeat or hip hop?
Afrobeat.
Congo or Tanzania?
Congo.
Burna Boy, Wizkid?
Burna.
Tim's or Davido?
Davido.
Club night or peaceful night at home?
Peaceful night at home. I'm a homebody, man. Yeah. That's why I do all my thinking. I can focus in the club. I only go to the club to make connections, shake some DJ's hands.
Yeah.
It's business.
It's business only.
Yeah.
Rich and stressed or peaceful and average?
Peaceful and average.
Poor or rich?
Hey, man, there's no person in life that don't desire a rich and luxurious life. If anybody says otherwise, that's a lie. So you know rich.
Coming from the Congo.
Always. And that's the richest country in the world in terms of natural resources.
Yeah.
So you know already.
They know what they're doing. Dancing or deep conversations?
Deep conversations.
Discipline or talent?
Discipline.
What's harder? Getting noticed or staying grounded?
Staying grounded.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, IG, and that's everything. His Dez. That's Hezdes.
Say it again.
Hezdes. His Dez. And there's a very simple meaning to that name. Remember, His Dez. My name is Desire. If you shorten Desire to Des, it says Dez, right? And if you take the Hez, it technically, in proper English, it spells he is. So I'm technically saying he is Dez.
Wow.
So that's the name.
That's amazing. You thinking in 4D.
Always.
Desire, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I really
so much.
appreciate you coming on the Grapevine. Make sure we clip this interview, put it on the radio, or put it on YouTube. You guys, make sure you view it in Africa, Europe, all continents. Let's blow this brother up. Sell the world out.
That's now.
They should come to you.
The next Michael Jackson in Afrobeats.
That's right. Let's break.
You heard it here first. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Pretty girl strike my heart like lightning. Got me one cup, you can be my ting. Said she got cakes and I'm a icing. I just want that rude girl with the thick thighs. Make me dance to the sun, try to midnight. Bad girl, good for me, show your inside.